Good morning. Hi, this is Marie, and I am going to work on my new journal. This is a live stream, so I'll probably be repeating when people see that I am on. I'd like to start streaming from 9 to 11. Time got away from me this morning. And I'm going to just send out a real quick tweet. Oh, hi. Hi, CB. Hi, Shauna. Sorry, I am late. I totally lost track of time this morning. I just was enjoying some downtime, I guess. Today I'm working on a new journal. This is my old one that I tore all apart, that I just am tired of green. And so I started my new one. And I'm loving these. In fact, my pink's almost gone. How do you say that? Lemire? I don't know. But I'm loving these. Did you know that you can paint on fabric with these? I'm going to order myself a bunch more because I want to start making some funky fabric for me to sew up some things for my granddaughter. And I love glitter. I love shiny. And I really love these paints. And I was reading on here that you can use them on fabric, formulated to be soft and flexible on fabric. So I can see myself getting quite a bit of those. Don't tell Jean and Eileen you are tired of green. Okay, hi, Colleen. I seen that you're coming on at 11. That's why I'm thinking, oh my God, what time is it? And I looked at my clock and it was like 9:15. Time totally got away from me. Let me run outside real quick and get the other journal that I just made for my cousin. I wanted to show you guys that. I'll be right back. Hey guys, Grandma's streaming again today, so I'm trying not to pop in, okay? Righty, I'm back. I have my 3 older grandsons here. They like to spend the night on Saturday night, and yeah. And so they may pop in here or there. Hopefully not. I told them not to. Let me open this up. Of course, we all know. My hubby just made me breakfast. I totally love my wraps. It's just a egg wrap. And now he's making me coffee. Oh, no, Colleen, that's okay. No. I'll probably just sit here and work because I missed my journal. I've got all my inserts here. And I'm even making new inserts. I'll show you how I make my inserts. But I'm going to make all my inserts this small, except my calendar. And I'm going to try bullet journaling. No, I'm not rushing. But this only has 10 sheets of paper, and it makes a good little a good little insert. All right, there's a bunch of junk. And these ones here are 20 sheets of paper, but I make pockets in them. This one here is for like my passwords and stuff. And then this one here is my calendar, which I'm almost out. So I thought I'm going to try bullet journaling. I've been doing a lot of research on it. And oh, thanks, Colleen. You know, I don't know what the secret is of stenciling, but oh, that's my address on it. But I am having a horrible time. See, I stenciled, you can see here, I stenciled the pearlescent white, and then I ended up wiping it all off because I did it over here, and it just got too thick. And I think I'm going to do just white gesso because this junk journal that I've made out of just, junk mail, I really like how vibrant the white gesso looks on this cover. So kind of mimicking this cover. I wanted to put girls on it, but I just I don't think I'm brave enough to do that yet. Let me get this open. My cousin is just going to pick it up next week. And I did want to show it. I haven't taken any pictures of it. Now this one here is Shannon Green. I wanted to order one of hers to see what they were like. And they're really nice. I like the size of her cord. It's very nice. And if you don't make journals and you want journals, this was $12, I think, with tax and stuff and shipping. It doesn't come with any inserts, but it's a little small for me. For me to be able to use like this insert that I don't plan on remaking because this one's got a lot of information. It's just too small. So when my cousin said, when my cousin said that she wanted me to make her a journal, I thought this would be perfect for her. Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. This would be perfect for her because I can cut the sheets down, which I did. And this is her. I made her 3 inserts. I made her one just with plain paper. And then this is just the first page that I put a little Somerset little girl in, painted the front for her. And then in the back, oh, thank you, CB. I put another little, this reminds me of her mother. Her mother loved to make angels. And when I seen this, I thought this is just perfect for her. Painted the back of that. And then I got out one of my old, I don't remember where I learned how to make this, but you make it out of a file folder. Where is it? Let me see. I got it sticking here somewhere. There it is. So I ripped it apart because I couldn't remember how to make it. Oh, I know, I do too. And it looks a little bit like her actually. But I couldn't remember how to make this file folder, which you can, then put in your journal, in your cord here. And you can put stuff here. You can put stuff in there. Flip it open. You have a little pocket here. And I gave her some little stickers. You got a pocket here. Flip it over. Pocket here. And then another pocket there. She said I asked her if she wanted any pockets. And so she'll be able to stick stuff in there. What? Somebody told me oh, thank you, Colleen. Why does my chat keep disappearing? When you type something, my chat disappears. What am I? Well, see, I'm only on YouTube. I don't have that mini ma'am or whatever that thing's called. I just don't know if I can wrap my brain around all that. I just use the one from YouTube. I know somebody told me what to do. Just type something. I'll just type hi. And then maybe my chat won't. Yeah, I haven't got all that yet. I may in the future, but this is working for me. And I don't mind the backward thing. It doesn't really bother me all that much. So the next insert I made her like graph paper, and I make this on my computer. I make it like a little light gray. And then she said she wanted some lined paper. So then the next insert I made her was, was lined. So she's got 3 inserts and a pocket. And then, of course, you know, you can always just put another band around and then put more inserts in, which she doesn't know how to do that. But if she ever wants more inserts, then I can make it for her. So, yeah, these are very nice. Shannon Green. Very, very nice. And they're very sturdy. You know, if I did not make my own journals, I would definitely be investing in more for me. I know she makes bigger ones. I just got the Traveler notebook that she makes. And yeah, it was $13.50. For some reason, I got a discount of $3.38, which made it $10.12. And then with the shipping, $12.91. You can't go bad with that. But yep, I love that girl. So back to my journal. I've made 4 holes. So I'm going to have 4 cords in it. This is the one side. Sorry for the shiny. And this is the other side. And I'm just going to do, you know, mark making and stuff this morning on it. Hopefully I can cover up. I just took a baby wipe because I just, this white, this pearlescent white just didn't pop like I had hoped it would on these colors. And yes, it is a great price. Like I said, if you don't make your own journals and you make your inserts, yes, I do. I do prefer the wrap. Only because I don't know why. You know, that was the very first book that I made was a wrap. And I do prefer the wrap like that. And then, you know, my cord will just go around it. But something that I did learn from Shannon's is when, I don't know who I've seen first make this, they put the wrap cord on the back page, and that sometimes got in my way. Well, on Shannon's, she put it right here on the side, you know. So I just got to figure out how much my inserts are going to stick out. And then I can just go from there. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to squeeze under here for a second. My printer is behind the computer. Oh, thanks, honey. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I take a sip.
All right, Paula. What do you want? You just want cheese sandwich?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely more room to art on my cover. So this is going to be the majority of my inserts. And if you see, it's got little itty bitty dots on it. I made this in Excel, you know, so my journal is a full page. You know, all I do is count out. I'm just going to make them 10 pages because you figure each page is 4. So that'll be 40 pieces of paper that I'll be able to do my bullet journaling on. And I'm going to have just one for my actual dates, and then one for all my TV shows and movies, one for journaling, and one for miscellaneous. But with 4 of these holes, I could put 8, actually, if you think about it, 8 of these small ones in. So, wow, that's really white and bright there. So, yeah, I want to do some circles on here, and I want to just do but my problem is when I'm doing this, the paint is going underneath my stencil. And I have tried everything. My paint isn't too thin, or I don't think it's too thick. I'm not pressing too hard. My stencil is not moving. The one that I really like using is the one I got from Patty. Now, it's a lot thinner than this one. I must have already put it away. I don't see it here in my pile of junk. But even with this one, I know when I did this stencil, too much paint on the brush or sponge. Yeah, I was using just makeup sponge, and for some reason, and I'm even like pressing really hard, and for some reason it gets underneath. Oops, I'm working on that side. It gets underneath, so then I had to make my circles bigger, but that's okay, because this one I'm painting with gesso. Find my gesso. Gesso, where'd you go?
Hey, Colin, what are you doing?
Okay, where'd my gesso go? I just had it last night. I'll scour here on my desk. Oh, great. Now let's see if this stuff is any good in this little bottle here. No, I did not do that. No, I did not do that. Okay. Because I do really want, I want some of these little black circles. This I'm going to do with the white. If I got any gesso in there. Let me get my other journal out of here. Trying to see. Trying to see if you can see where, no, because, I just made the circles a little bit bigger. But it's okay. You can do that until your circles start hitting each other. And then when they start hitting each other, then, you no longer have a circle. You have a mess. But yeah, I'll have to try that. That is one thing that I did not do. Well, at the bottom. Definitely at the bottom of this jar. So Colleen, what are you planning on doing today? Yuck. Look at me, I've already got all kinds of gesso all over. I wonder if I can get this out of this jar. I don't really want to deal with this huge jar. A little of this and a little of that. Cool. I like, streams like that. I mean, I like streams that are very organized too. Me, I'm not so organized. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I think this is called a sea foam, sea sponge. Our sink. Was it last Sunday that I didn't stream because of the sink? Anyway, our sink was leaking. So we had to get that all fixed, and it's taken us all week because, oh, I hope it does too work. My husband can't get down there on the floor anymore. And so we have to depend on my sons if something goes wrong. And they're both so busy with their own homes and families. And so it took about a week, but we finally got it fixed. But anyway, I had to clean out everything. Oh, no, I wasn't going to stencil with this CB. I found this under the sink and I cut it up into a bunch of small pieces, but this will make cute marks, I'm thinking, right? No, I'm not going to stencil with that. But I do want to maybe do some marks with it in black. Yeah, no, you would think I was headed that way. Believe me, I understand. I got to get some of this out of here. It's just too almost empty. And I got stuff to make my own gesso. I just need to make some more because I'm out of making gesso. My homemade stuff. I just got to figure out what I can put this on. Oh, here. This is something cool. I found this at Joann's. It is remember how Janet has that thing that helps you write? Well, this is supposed to be for address. It's an address template. And as you can see down there in the picture, yeah, letter guide. Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm just going to throw some gesso on that cover. Get it out there. I have enough. Like running really at the bottom. Hopefully that should be enough. Yeah, I'm good for making messes too. Oh. Couldn't do that again if I tried. So this is what I'm going to do this morning is work on this journal cover all day because I definitely miss my journal. I tore it up yesterday after I got done working on my my cousin's. Yeah, this gesso gives such a better coverage than that white pearl. Good morning, Kimberly. How are you today? I'm glad you're here. I'm just working on a new journal cover and inserts. That journal that I had, my older one, well, I've been carrying that for like 2 years, I think. I started making journals. Remember Document Your Life project with Robin Marie Smith, who I still follow a lot. But oh, that was one of my favorite journals. I've got like, I think that was 3 years ago. And then I stopped putting the tip-ins. Hi, Kim. I don't believe we've met before. Oh, it doesn't hurt right now as long as I don't do anything. But, you know, I work so hard to get myself back into shape that not doing something is not something that I want to do. You know, I want to be able to pick up my grandkids, sweep my floor. I can't even sweep my carpet because the pain now is going up my neck and giving me headaches. So I have my surgery scheduled for October the 24th. So hopefully these headaches will go away. I'm a person who does not get headaches. So when I do get a headache, I don't deal very well with it. You know, was I even in frame? Probably not. Wow. I got to do something about that glare. Yeah, well, welcome, Kim. That glare is terrible, ain't it? It's right there. No, right there. So let's go over here. Let me move this over here. Stick that under my keyboard. Try to keep you out of that glare. That glare is terrible. You're welcome. I am going to try to stream every Sunday morning from 9 to 11, and then Colleen is on from 11 to, I'm not sure how long she wants to stream. But I have my grandkids here every Saturday night. And so for me to be away from them more than 2 hours, it's not realistic. I tend to get in trouble very easily. You see, I need a skinnier brush. I need a skinnier brush here. I don't know about you guys, but I really like these plastic handles. I'm trying to find a skinny brush with the plastic handle because I feel I can set them in water forever and they don't deteriorate. Here's one. I bet you that's about the skinniest I'm going to get, other than a line brush, and I don't want to use a, oh, here's one. Is that skinnier? Yeah, I think that's skinnier. Like my cup. My cup is, I did this a couple years ago when we went to Disney. There is, trying to get it in focus. That's my older son's family, minus my granddaughter, who wasn't, wow, this was 3 years ago then. And then, of course, the castle, yeah, 2015, it says on there. And then here's me and hubby with the 3 boys. I love Disney. Love, love, love it. I'm just reading chat. So I got some small circles here. I think I need a smaller brush. Cover up. A baby wipe, I was really surprised, took all of that paint off. It even took off the dry stuff. So, and you know what? I'm unfortunately a perfectionist. And I am so trying to lose that because art doesn't have to be perfect. Excuse my reach. See, this is where my circles kind of met each other. I am going to master that stenciling. But see, I guess that's where my perfection thing is being, I'm battling because the paint gets under the stencil and then I think the whole thing's ruined. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yeah, I have been very blessed. I have 7 grandbabies that I get to watch a lot. Keeps me moving, which is something that we need to do when we retire. Keep moving. When I don't have them here, I tend to do a lot of sitting watching TV because I love TV. Unfortunately, I do. Kim, this is a journal, new journal cover. I don't know whether I mentioned that since you came in. I make my own journals. Oh, and I didn't tell you what this was, did I? Oh, well, And you know what, CB? They're all very young. That's 11 and down. I don't have any, grandkids that are older yet. We're talking 11, 9, 6, and almost 3, my one son. And then my other son, those are the ones that I watch 4 days a week. The baby is 2 months, and then 2, and then 3, almost 4. So they're all young and they all keep me moving. But I like to watch them at my house because we just have a small little ranch that I gate off the kitchen. And if I have to watch those 3 at my son's home, they have a big home that, have, a great room and all that. And nothing can be gated off. And they're in everything in the kitchen. And my daughter-in-law, she won't put safety latches on because she doesn't want to ruin the wood. So you're always chasing them because they, it's funny when she puts pictures on, like one time they got in the cornmeal everywhere in the kitchen. No, CB. How many kids do you have, CB? I only have 2 boys and ended up with 7 grandkids. I cannot believe it. Yeah, I bet. Well, you never know. I am sorry for that glare, guys. Let me do something real quick here. What time is it? I still have an hour here. I have an umbrella. Oh, where'd you go, umbrella? No, maybe not. Somehow I got to figure out how to. We just need to get another light fixture up there with a shade. I'm going to work on that this week. Get my husband to get me a new, because it's just 2 light bulbs sticking out there. I love the colors. We have one granddaughter and she keeps me on my toes. Yes. Well, I thought I was going to have all 7 last night. I have one grown son, he's 40, never married. Oh, well, you never know. Yeah, I thought I was going to have all 7 last night, but it turned out that I only had the 3 older. That's how I separated them, the 3 older grandkids and my granddaughter. But my 3 younger grandsons, their other grandmother was supposed to watch them, but she had to work. So she was pretty bummed. She got off early. And so my daughter-in-law texted me and said that her mom was going to watch them. And I said, oh, thank God. Because when all 7 of them are here, it's a little bit much. Well, hi, Joan. How are you? Thanks for coming. I'm working on a journal page. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Working on a new journal. And right now I'm just going to do some mark making on it. I want to get brave and put a girl on it, but I need more practice on that girl thing. More time is actually what I need, is more time. Yeah, maybe if I put something. No. I'm thinking if I put something here, that glare will go away. Black piece of paper. Oh, there we go. That helped. That helped quite a bit. Can you hear my grandkids? I can hear them. They're playing video games, and they do tend to get a little bit loud. Oops. Okay, circle bigger now. And making circles is not easy without a template. Yeah, housework's overrated. CB. But you got to do it. Totally, I know. As we get older, it gets harder. I know it does for me. When you have as many problems as I have, then that just makes it worse. I have an appointment with my pain management doctor on Tuesday. Get some more pain management shots in my back. And then after my surgery, man, I'm going to be a new woman. My back will work again. And hopefully my surgery recovery will go very quickly because I have grandbabies to watch. Yeah, who invented it? Bet it was a man for sure. Yeah, I used to get down on my knees and scrub my floor when I was younger. That old saying, "Oh, you could eat off my floor," you know? Shoot, not anymore. You're gonna eat off my floor? You know, that it's your problem. What, the surgery or pain management? CV? Either one, yeah. I'm hoping. I know the pain management will because I've been getting those for years. I was born with spina bifida, and it was all internal, not to where I couldn't walk. It just affected. Well, hi, Dot. How are you? Good morning. It affected internal things, and so I had surgery that messed up my back, and yeah, the surgery is what did me in. I had that when I was in first grade. That's when they discovered I was born with spina bifida. But I deal with it, try to make every day count. Since I lost 100 pounds, boy, does that make a difference. I've always been heavy my entire life because I couldn't do nothing. My parents were always afraid I would fall and then paralyze myself with the spina bifida stuff. And so they didn't, yeah. Well, I had surgery. I had gastric bypass surgery because I was having liver issues. And so it was lose the weight or maybe lose the liver, which we can't. We can lose the weight. It's the best thing I ever did. I wish I would have done it 30 years ago. I'm turning 65 here in a couple months, and I feel like I'm 40. other than the pain of a 65-year-old person. But the pain management shots, they really help a lot. Oh, thanks, Kim. Plugging away like we all are. Okay, on a lighter note. You know, this is the first time, I've got to say, when I did that other junk journal, that I've ever painted with gesso. I have never painted with gesso. And it's, geez, it covers so nice for white. I would always just paint with white paint. It's the best thing I ever did, Kim. Because I was a very healthy, overweight woman, but it did catch up with me. I mean, I'm Greek. And, you know, we do like our butter. And our pasta. And our eggs. Not to mention our pastries. I know, Joan. I mean, the coverage is just amazing. The coverage is, and that's only one coat. I'm going to put 2 coats on here, you know, like I did for the cover of my junk journal here. And look how white those girls' faces are. I mean, and you can get it nice and thin. I would have never thought that you could paint with gesso. Oh, that's a little dark there. Put a little gesso on there, get that lightened up here a little bit. This was my practice. You know, I did this one first because this was what my game plan was for my journal. And yeah, me too. Yeah, cheaper, really. I don't know where you get your gesso, but I like this gesso. It's nice and smooth. This is Walmart brand, you know, that Daler-Rowney. And it's $9.99 a bottle. 16 fluid ounces. With a coupon, I'm sure you can get, you know, the more expensive stuff at Joann's or Michael's, but they're so far away from me. Or Joann's, and because I live like out in the country. And I only shop when I have doctor's appointments at those stores. Because all my doctors are in the same area. Do you have Walmarts over there in the UK? No, we do not. Oh, okay. But you do have the Daler-Rowney. Is she from? You have Kmart's, though, right? Kmart's are kind of going by the wayside here in the States. Okay, then I'm sure Kmart would have it. So what do you think about your new princess? Or your new countess or duchess or whatever from the States? I can't get enough of it. Every time there's an article of people, of course I try to buy my people every week, but I love it when they have coverage of her. Yeah, we there is one Kmart in my area. Or did they close it? I can't remember. It's right across the street from Walmart. Yeah. And I think it's closed, honestly. But if it's open or when it was open, you know, you would look at the Walmart parking lot and it was packed. You look across the street at Kmart and, you know, maybe 10 cars in the parking lot. Kmart used to be my go-to store. I love to go to Target's, but it's up there in, we call it Belton Village, where it's, you know, it's like a 45-minute drive for me. Yeah, she seems, you know, they do seem happy. Talking about Meghan Markle. I mean, her life definitely went from nice to great. She definitely got her Prince Charming. Yeah, and you know, me and my husband are both retired. He was on disability, and so before, when he was working, I wouldn't think twice about driving to Belden 45 minutes away just to pick up one thing at Joann's, but not anymore. Because unfortunately, I don't have an economical car. I drive a SUV. So, you know, we're talking, you know, quarter tank of gas to and back. You do get conservative in your old age. See, 40 minutes for me, that's a drive. Like my Walmart is 5 minutes, 5 minutes away from me. So everything I need is 5 minutes away. So I don't go that 40. Grandpa's out there making egg sandwiches for the boys. Oh, wow. You're lucky, CB. You are lucky, girl. Yeah. Me and my husband are going to go to Walmart and get a light for this once my grandbabies leave. For this room. And conquer this glare, because I do not like it. Got to be hard on your eyes. It's something that I'm not looking at, but you guys are. Stop bragging, CB. Oh, Kim, you only have one craft store. I would love to have a Hobby Lobby near me. But we have Michael's and Joann's, and then Target, you know, there for a while, they were really selling a lot of craft stuff. But I had a doctor's appointment last Tuesday and stopped in. Oh, did you guys see what I got? Now, this was a deal, let me tell you. These were clearanced out for $3.58. and they were regularly $11.99. And I got 3 sets. And they're Prisma, and you get 2 graphic pencils, and then I got a marker. Unfortunately, that marker goes through everything. And then I got a bullet, a chisel, and then a number 5. And I go through my micros. I know, isn't that CB? They only had 3 on the shelf. I'd have bought every one had they had more than 3. Because the only thing I wanted was the number 5 for $3.58, and I got all of these. Oh, and an eraser. Yeah, it was a good deal. They must be clearing out their art stuff. I don't know, because they really didn't have a whole lot. I went there because Sherry had said she had gotten the notebooks that we all use, like 70% off or something. Well, they didn't have any. Yes, score for sure, Kimberly. They didn't have any of the notebooks that were on sale. But I did find that. So it really wasn't a wasted trip. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Here's a great example. When you live in the woods, the temperature of your home, around your home, is not the same as like when you go to a soccer game. Let's put that for example. Last Sunday or Saturday, my one grandsons, they had soccer games. And I walked out the door and, you know, there was a chill in the air, but it was no big deal. You know, so I didn't grab a coat. I'm in shorts. We get to the field and oh my gosh, I froze the whole entire time there. And it was like 10 degrees colder, I swear. You know, it's amazing how the trees just shelter you from the cold and the heat because we'll be sitting on our patio and people will come over and visit and they'll say, wow, it is so hot at my house. But we're sitting out there on the patio and it's fine. Yep, definitely. In the woods, you have a different temperature. Do you see any of the wildlife, Kim? Well, I don't know about Kim, but we do. Sometimes we have too much wildlife. We raise chickens. And there is a farm beside us that raise cattle. So in the summer, flies are very, very annoying. And of course, mosquitoes. But you guys ever hear of mosquito plants? Oh my gosh. If you haven't, you need to get them. They're called scented geraniums, and they're citronella scented geraniums. If you haven't heard of them, you need to get them. We get deer. Yeah, we get deer that, especially in the winter, when you go out, you'll see that there was a deer sleeping there all night. You know, you'll see it under a tree or something. But anyway, citronella scented geraniums. I plant them on the 4 corners of my patio every year. And we'll sit on our patio and not one mosquito will bite you. There's no mosquitoes. But as soon as you step off the patio to maybe go further up into the yard, then you're like bombarded. But yeah, I am a true believer in them. Alrighty, so we got circles. I'm going to give that another coat of paint. Well, that side didn't come out quite as nice as that side did. Oh yeah, I hate the city, Dot. What did you were a teacher, Dot? What did you teach? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's, once I get the black on it, black and white are the only two other colors, that I'm going to put on it. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be my front. This will be the inside because I didn't really pay much attention to that, but I'm going to decorate that side too. It'll take me all day to get this done. Oh, they do, Kim. They're getting harder and harder, though, to find here for me. Or I must, oh, you're a scientist. Oh, wow. How exciting. That's pretty cool. Dorothy is a scientist. Inherited diseases. I'll be darned. That's pretty cool. I seen on, I was doing some surfing the internet, and I seen somebody used a clothespin, the spring clothespins, and made marks. I'm going to use stamps, and I would love to use stencils, but I'm not real good at the stencil thing. I'll probably just use more stamps. But I'm going to do a clothespin. You get like 2 little lines. Pretty cool. A worthy job indeed, Dorothy. For sure. For sure. All right, we're going to give this a second coat. And then when this is all dry, I'll be doing some sketchy pencil or sketchy pen marks around them. And then black dots, I'll do sketchy white around them. Almost tempted just to draw some circles and with a pencil and do this instead of trying to stencil my. This stencil here is a Patty Tully Parrish stencil. I got a bunch of her stencils. I was gonna jelly plate this, but yesterday I was thinking, yeah, I love to jelly plate when I do it, but it's such a mess that I don't do it very often. I've got brand new stencils or jelly plates that I've never even used, and I've had them now for 2 years. The only one I've used is my older one. I got to get a clothesline, put up a clothesline in my room here because I'm just in a 10 by 10 bedroom, and I've got it pretty packed and not a whole lot of room for jelly printing. I'd have to go back down to the basement where I used to have my art room. Welcome back, CB. Yeah, so we need to get the word out that I do want to be doing a stream every Sunday morning for anybody that can come. Because I enjoy talking to you ladies. I enjoy talking, period. When you're around your grandbabes all day, you like that adult interaction other than the television. Really? Dorothy is our resident brain. Thanks, Kim. Yep. Every Sunday morning, 10 to 11. And then I think Colleen is going to be doing 11 to, not sure. She really didn't say how long she was going to stream. Is diabetes an inherited disease? Isn't that what you wrote, diabetes? Dorothy. Resident idiot. Not true. Yes, diabetes is an inherited disease, really. Really? Boy, I hope my boys don't get it. Because my husband's a bad diabetic. Type 2. I thought it had something to do with your weight and what you ate. Your type 2 diabetes. Because I was a diabetic when I was 268 pounds. I didn't have to do insulin, but I was on metformin. And then I had high blood pressure. And I was on like 4 major blood pressure medicines. Once I lost the weight, I'm no longer a diabetic. I did go the other way, though. I can't remember what that's called, but my blood sugar will drop to like 58, especially if I eat something that I shouldn't have ate. I was a gestational diabetic when I had my second boy. I'll never forget the morning my older son, I mean, he was only like 6, 5, somewhere around there. He wanted pancakes for breakfast. Now, I knew I was a gestational diabetic and I wasn't supposed to have pancakes and syrup, but I ate it anyway and took my sugar, and it was like 300, and I called the doctor that got me in, and her first question is, well, why did you eat the syrup? It's like, well, you can't eat pancakes without syrup. I just always thought that was funny. And I never did that again because, I really watched because I didn't want the baby, to be big. And he wasn't. He was only like 7 pounds, some odd ounces. So I only had that one time that I broke down and ate something I shouldn't have ate. So that's why I didn't know that diabetes was an inherited. I thought it was just something from bad habits. Learn something new every day. Yeah, yes, it will. Oh, really, Colleen? Yeah, my son, he wasn't affected by it at all. Um, and to this day, he doesn't. Of course, he's gotten heavy. I should talk to him about that because I'm sure that may come up later on his life if he doesn't lose some weight. Even though he's only 30 something. I think 33. Now, once I get done with my journal, I'll probably still do mixed media and stuff, but I got some diamond painting that I have to do. 2 gifts that I had bought for Christmas for my son, and then some scrapbooking that I'm going to have to work on too. Do you guys like that kind of stuff? Yes, Colleen, definitely. I need to start talking to him about that. The next time I'm over there, I'm going to take his blood sugar. I'm going to take my kit and take his blood sugar and see exactly where he's at the moment. I mean, he didn't used to be heavy. Of course. Oh gosh, you guys can see my bald spot. Well, that's not good. He didn't used to be heavy, but then he got a job where he does nothing but drive around in a truck. He's like a supervisor. He works for a big oil company. So he doesn't get the exercise that he should. He used to work as a mechanic. He wasn't heavy back then. He was always moving. So do I want to make these white, or do I want to leave some of this color come through? I kind of like it this way. Alrighty. Oh shoot, wrong bucket. Oh, good, Colleen, because I have got a ton of scrapbooking that I need to start working on. And I want to get a couple books done for my kids for Christmas. I'm trying to give all homemade gifts this year. Not to my grandkids, but to my adult kids. But I may do some t-shirts with my Cricut. I might do some embroidering for the grandkids, especially the little guys. Oh, really, Kim? Yeah. He drives so far. I mean, where we live and where the wells are, oh gosh, they're quite a ways away. I mean, he'll be in another county. He is in another county, not be in another county. He does drive to other counties, so he does a lot of driving. And then on Fridays, he's in the office, of course, not doing a whole lot of exercise there. But yeah, retirement, I don't know why men think that when they retire, they don't need to do anything. This is my husband. You know, I worked all these years and now I'm just going to sit around and do nothing. Yeah, that's going to kill you. So, alrighty. Okay, CB, I think, let me see, I've got about 15 more minutes here. So I am going to try to do some of, you know what, I'm just going to throw this away. I'm done with it. Gee, that made a good palette. Not one for messy fingers. Oh, CV, that is funny. Yeah, we're watching paint dry. We are, aren't we? That's funny because that was one of the first things when I first found this group years ago. It's been, gosh, 5 years ago. That's when I think I did one stream. And Robin, y'all know Robin, right? She's the one that has the boy that's disabled. She goes, oh yeah, Marie, you know, we're fine. We just love to sit and watch paint dry. I think it's the chatting part that you guys enjoy. Which I enjoy reading the chat, you know. All right, CB, we're going to try the stencil. Let's see, I need to get a coffee lid here. And we're going to do some, this is what I'm using, just a little sponge. And then, of course, I want to use this sponge too. And then I want to use some stamps. So I don't want to get too much going on here, right? Well, here's a good question. Should I use craft paint? Should I use golden thick paint? Or should I use fluid? Because I have black in all those. Yep, that's right, CB. I used craft paint to stencil. I thought that's what everybody used to stencil was craft paint. A little bit of black. No fluid. Try craft paint on a scrap of paper first. Okie dokie. On a scrap of paper. Yeah, one of my little journal inserts is going to be my weight loss charting. I got out of the habit of doing that. Well, this desk is too small at the moment. I'm going to put my mouse up here on my computer. Put that over there. My stencil. Oh, heavy body paint would be better. I do have heavy body black. Well, there's nothing coming out here. I went over on the paper. I am not a good stenciler. All right, maybe it's a sponge. I'll get a new sponge. I got little dots. Don't forget to dab off. I did that, CB, but then nothing. Oh, there we go. It must have been the sponge. Okay. Dab here, dab over here, and then dab here. I try so hard not to. Okay, now reveal. Oh, that worked. Thank you, CB. Yeah, I think maybe I was using an old sponge. That might have been my problem. And then, of course, not dabbing over on my paper. Okay, let's see if we can do it again. Oh, dab, 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 dab. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, that was simple. Extremely, boy, you have no idea how long I've been struggling with this. Thinking that, oh, that was not good. Put it on upside down. Success. Yes. Dab, dab, dab over on the paper. So I just must have had too much paint on my new sponge. That must have been my deal. I'm going to pick up some of that paint over there. I'm going to get brave and then mess it up here. All right. There we go. Okay, I got 3 of those. That's good. Thank you, CB. All righty. I think I am going to get off so we could go over to Colleen's because I have now to figure out what else I'm going to do. Find my stamps that I want to do. Thank you, Kim. What did I miss here? Smarty pants. Are you ready, Colleen? Because I really need to search my stamps that I want to use, and I'm going to try to do both sides the same. I may just, hit this with the dryer and then do this very thing on the other side. I want to try to keep each side doing the same thing. Yeah, really. Pull underwear out of the, yep, ready. Cool. Okay. We are going over to Colleen's. See everybody there. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. And I'll see you next Sunday, God willing. At 9. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. Ooh, the dreaded laundry. Thanks, CB. Thanks for your help. Bye, Joan. Bye, Dot. See you at Colleen's. Bye, Kim. Bye, Kimberly. I am out of here.